Hey, sup guys? In this video I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite drum fills I like to play when adding variations to my beats. Today I'll be using another kit from my drum sample pack SP302 Lo-Fi Chopped Breaks, which has 4 kick variations, 4 snares, and 4 hats. If you want to check it out, I'll drop a link in the description. Now, like in my last finger drumming tutorial, I'm going to be describing the 16th note rhythms as 1E-ander, 2E-ander, 3E-ander, 4E-ander. Right, let's look at the drum fills. Pattern 1 is one of my favorite things to do, especially when I'm leading into a hook section, and that's where I don't play anything on the last beat. That makes sure the next bar hits really hard. So in context, that'd be something like this. We're jamming for a bar, and now the fill. So looking at just the kick and the snare, the first beat is just the kick drum. On the second beat, we're adding the snare on the last 16th note to lead into the third beat where we play the first 3 16th notes. So 1, 2, 3 E and. 1, 2, 3 E and. With the hats. So the first beat, the second beat, which leads into the third beat, all together, Pattern 2 is something I like to do in, say, bar 8 of a 16 bar verse. Something along the lines of again, the first beat of the bar is just a kick. The second beat of the bar, it gets a little bit trickier. So what we're doing is we're doing a kick straight after the snare. And then we're going to be doing a snare going into the third beat's kick, which is all 8th notes. So that's 1, 2 E, 3 and 4 and. 1, 2 E, 3 and 4 and. With the hats. Breaking it down again, beat 1, beat 2, and then beats 3 and 4 are just 8th notes, 3 and 4 and. Pattern 3 is a really cool one. All we're really doing is putting the kick and the snare on the upbeat in beats 3 and 4. So broken down, that's 1, 2, and. The first beat is. Second beat is just like we did in the first pattern. Then the third beat, and the fourth beat. Together slowly. Pattern 4, we're pretty much doing this. The first 2 beats of the bar start the same as the last pattern. But now there's alternation between the hat and the snare. We just keep doing that. So in context, this is a really good one if you have a drum kit like this with lots of variations. Alright, so now pattern 5. It's a lot more complex, but it's one of my favorite fills to play. I'll play it first. In context. The first thing you'll notice is that I stopped using the left hand on the second beat. I only played 3 hi-hats in this bar. The kick and the snare pattern goes 1 E, E and, 4 E and. 1 E, E and, 4 E and. The first beat with the hats added is again the alternation thing. Now add the rest of the second beat, which is the kick snare. The second half of the bar, E and a 4 E and, E and a 4 E and. 3 E and 4 E and. All together slowly. In context. And now to add some variations to spice this up. Alright, now I'm just going to jam this out a little bit.